Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame. So we're going to do our October inductee, who was voted for by you guys. It was a musical themed vote. So we had Rock, Terry Funk, and the winner, CM Punk. The reason I keep pointing over here is because I've got my notes on CM Punk, and wow, I mean, look at this. Those are my notes for CM Punk. Before we get to that though, we are going to do a prize draw, and this is for the Wrestling Daze Subscribers Hall of Fame. So the prize is this New Day Battle Pack. You get Big E and you get Kofi. It's a really nice battle pack, really smart. I'm borderline tempted to go out and buy another one. I was torn as to whether to get it or not for myself. I did end up picking it up, and I've picked it up so that I can do this giveaway. So, yeah, really nice battle pack. And as I said, that is for those of you that are in the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame. That Hall of Fame will open again soon for those of you that are interested in joining. Or being inducted. It'll open again in December. But at the moment, I've got everyone in here in an upside down table that came with the Contract Chaos set. So I've got all the names in here of all of you that are in the Wrestling Daze Subscribers Hall of Fame. Let me find a name and let's pick out the winner. Do you know, it's more fun to just do that, isn't it? Whoa! There. Boom. So the winner is at Big B 2025. At Big B 2025. So many congratulations. So let's get to CM Punk. So I could spend probably the rest of today talking to you about his indie career. I could spend several weeks talking to you about his WWE career. I could probably spend about an hour talking about his UFC career. It hasn't been that great so far, but that is going to make this very tricky. There is going to have to be loads that we don't talk about, things like the Straight Edge Society, his ECW kind of championship reign, winning Money in the Bank. We're just going to have to go with the headlines, I'm afraid, to try and make this a relatively short video. So he made his debut in 1999 and he retired from wrestling in 2014. He is a two-time WWE champion, including a 434-day reign. That is the 6th longest reign in WWE history. That ran from November 20th, 2011 to January 27th, 2013. He's currently signed to the UFC, as we said, where he is 0-1, having lost via a rear naked choke at 2 minutes 14 of round 1 to Mickey Gall. Punk started in the Indies, but really made his name in Ring of Honor. And he was there till 2005. Ultimately, he goes on to sign for the WWE, and obviously didn't just hold the WWE Championship twice. He held the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times, ECW title as well, Tag Team title, Intercontinental Championship, and Ring of Honor World title as well before coming to the WWE. That Tag Team belt that he held in WWE, his partner was Kofi Kingston, believe it or not, which is really cool. Known as Straight Edge, he was straight edge. It meant that he didn't drink alcohol or do drugs. And he would use that as a positive, but also as, you know, a way to kind of say that he was better than his opponents as well when he was a heel. He quit the WWE. Sadly, in 2014, when he was put in a program with Triple H. I think he was scheduled to have a WrestleMania match against Triple H, and It's kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, because he doesn't have a great relationship with Triple H. And, you know, he went on to make his feelings publicly known on Colt Cabana's Art of Wrestling podcast. Really, a lot of the stuff that came out of there was that he had been in pain for quite a long time. He was having trouble sleeping. The WWE doctors thought that he had like a growth on his back, and they thought it was just like a fatty deposit, nothing to worry about. He went and got it checked out after he left WWE, and he saw a doctor that didn't know who he was, didn't know anything about him, and straight away the doctor said that it was MRSA, an infection, an MRSA infection, which is like deadly. You can die. Serious stuff. So he's got issues with the WWE medical team. The medical team obviously dispute that, so there's a whole case going on at the moment. But not only that, you know, he said that it was never explained to him how the network payments were going to work. He was disappointed that he'd never main evented WrestleMania as well. He felt that his salary wasn't as strong for someone that, you know, was in the position that he was in, and there was a lot of problems. I think when he left, he told them that he was going. He got suspended, and then when that suspension finished, they didn't tell him that the suspension was finished, and in fact he never heard of them, and finally he got the papers saying that he'd been fired from WWE on the day that he was getting married. And I just don't see any way back for CM Punk after all of that, or like that he would want to come back, you know. So I suppose we have to talk about, well, before we move on from that, I just want to mention as to why he was talking to Colt Cabana. Punk met Colt Cabana at the Steel Dominion. This was a wrestling school in Chicago when they were both setting out, and they worked the indies together, and in fact, Punk and Cabana were Ring of Honor tag team champions together. They have a friendship that goes back years and years and years and years and years. So it did make sense that when he first spoke publicly about his feelings towards WWE and why he had left WWE, Colt Cabana's podcast was a natural fit as to where he was going to air his views and opinions, and that's exactly what he did. But let's talk about better times, shall we? And we've got to talk about the summer of 2011. CM Punk threatens to leave the company with the WWE Championship following the outcome of the Money in the Bank match that he's going to have against John Cena. So win or lose, he is off, but he is claiming that he will be going with the WWE Championship. And he drops, in the weeks leading up to that, his infamous pipe bomb. This promo is just, it's one of the all-time greats. It's one of those moments where you don't know if it's real or not, and you don't know if he's being allowed to speak or not, and actually WWE played this perfectly. It was a work, but it was a fantastic work, because I don't know if it was, I still don't know if it was scripted or if they just said to him, go out there and do what you do. Yeah, because he was a great talker. And he rips into Vince, he rips into Steph, he rips into Triple H. You know, it was brilliant. And you know, there's the point where the mic gets cut off, and like he's tapping on it and he's trying to talk, and he's like, you know, they've cut me off. And it just added to the realism of it. Fast forward to that Money in the Bank match, and you can imagine just how epic that match feels. It gets to the point where even Vince McMahon's walking out telling John Cena, you know, to cheat. And John Cena's like, we're not going to cheat. We're going to do this the right way. I can beat him the right way. And he loses. CM Punk wins. He takes the title and goes through the crowd. Honestly, if you haven't seen it, one of the best moments in wrestling history. He later re-signs with WWE, stating that he wants to be a beacon for change, and he was. He absolutely was. I mean, I was at a house show last week, and there were CM Punk chants at a house show in Birmingham, England. SmackDown Live had nothing to do with CM Punk. Yeah, it was only last week I was at a wrestling event, a WWE event, and CM Punk chants were ringing out. He will forever be a people's champion. There's no two ways about it. The crowd love him and always will. So let's go through his achievements. It's going to take a while. 5-time IWA Mid-South Heavyweight Champion, 2-time IWA Mid-South Light Heavyweight Champion, IWC World Heavyweight Champion, MAW Heavyweight Champion, NWA Cyberspace Tag Team Champion. Who calls it cyberspace anymore? Like, and why is that even in the thing? NWA Revolution Heavyweight Champion, OVW Heavyweight Champion. That's interesting because OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling, God, that's not easy to say, was a developmental for WWE. So in many ways, it was what NXT is now. So noteworthy that he was, you know, a champion at OVW. OVW Southern Tag Team Champ, OVW TV Champ. Pro Wrestling Illustrated said he had the feud of the year against John Cena, 2011, obviously because of that Money in the Bank match. Match of the year against John Cena, because of that Money in the Bank match. Most popular wrestler of 2011, but then how impressive is this? Most hated wrestler, 2012. He went from one extreme to the other. That's the genius of the man. The #1 wrestler in the world, according to PWI magazine in 2012. Wrestler of the year 2011, Wrestler of the year 2012. Ring of Honor World Champion, as we said. Ring of Honor Tag Team Champion, as we said. SPCW Northern States Light Heavyweight Champion. SDW Northern States TV Champion. ECW Champion, 7-time Slammy winner, 5-star match against Samoa Joe in 2004, 5-star match against John Cena in 2011, and 7 other Wrestling Observer awards. Whew! So I think he probably deserves to go into the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame after all of that. Just need to finish off with telling you 3 matches to check out. So first match, well, I've named 2. A 5-star match against Samoa Joe in, I think it was Ring of Honor. And this is Samoa Joe versus CM Punk 2. It's their second encounter. I think it was some like October time in 2004. Jump onto YouTube, check that out. Yeah, CM Punk against John Cena, 2011, Money in the Bank. No-brainer. One of the greatest moments in wrestling history. Check that out. And then CM Punk against Brock Lesnar. I wanted something that was WWE. I could have gone Indies. He had fantastic matches in the Indies. But I want something that you guys can check out on the network. And CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, SummerSlam from, I think this was 2013, I think I'm right in saying. Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Awesome, guys. So many congratulations to CM Punk on being inducted into the Wrestling Daze Hall of Fame. Many congratulations to @BigB2025 as well. And if you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I really would appreciate it if you could. And hopefully I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.